It is October, can you believe that? And today we're going to announce the winner of the honeycomb cutter from Pierce Beekeeping Equipment Company. And you got to watch the video so you can see if you won or not. Plus, watch this video all the way to the end. I'm going to give you some tips that you may not have seen yet for the month of October. I made a big mistake in my last video. Did you catch it? Oh, I'm going to show you what I did wrong. And then we're going to have to go back into that honey super that we had the queen in that we put on top of that empty bottom board to see if the queen is in there. I'm going to show you the mistake I made today. Stay tuned for the mistake. Before I announce the winner, I'm going to go and show you the mistake I made. I can't believe that so many of you didn't say something. Now, I bet I'm going to show you the mistake and you'll be like, yeah, I saw you do that and I was going to tell you something, but I decided not to. Sure. Well, you'll see the mistake I made and we're going to recover from that mistake. It's going to be good for you to realize that, hey, nobody's perfect. Master beekeepers make mistakes. Everybody is able to make a mistake and it's not a big deal. Learn from your mistakes and move forward. Correct them, admit them, nothing wrong with that. I don't know everything and I'm not perfect. This is the time for you to laugh at me if you like seeing me make mistakes. But anyway, let's go out there and I'll show you what I did. Maybe this mistake will prevent you from making the same mistake.
In a recent video, I took you guys out. We found a hive that didn't have any brood in it. We dropped back in to see if they had a queen, and lo and behold, there she is. I pointed her out in a video here. And look at this mistake. I put the frame right back in the same hive. I thought she was going to stay on this super right here, but there's a chance she could drop down into the deep below it. So now we have to go into where I moved her to see if she's really still there.
And so when I was editing the video, I noticed that I put the super frame back in the super while it was still on the hive. And as I was editing the video, I thought, dang, I gotta make sure the queen didn't drop down into that box below her. Fortunately, rechecking it today, there she is. That's a good thing. So, you know, the dark queen is right here. Sometimes you can make mistakes like that. You're filming, you don't really... I wasn't really sure I was going to do what I did until after I got going. So I just wanted to make sure that indeed the queen did make it and stay in the super when I transferred her over. Then I thought, oh shoot, if I allowed her to drop down into this box below, then the two queens would fight and one or both would be killed. So all is good. So what we're going to do is just kind of monitor this over the next few weeks and see if that queen is going to lay any significant brood. I love being creative. All of us do. We really are designed to be creative. That's when we are most fulfilled, when we're creative and when we're using our creativity to help other people. We all enjoy having something we can be proud of with our creativity, but when our creativity is squelched or hindered, we really don't feel fulfilled anymore. Now, I've shared with you guys before that I love making YouTube videos on beekeeping because it's my creative way of creating content, editing and all that I love to do so much. And then I can share it with you guys and hopefully make an impact to help you keep healthier bees and make fewer mistakes. So that is really fulfilling for me. Additionally, more than just making YouTube content on beekeeping and helping you guys, I've learned a ton of stuff. And I tell you what, aren't we really at the peak of our enjoyment when we're learning things? We love to learn stuff. And by creating content on YouTube, it's really helped me learn about camera settings, lighting. I'll show you the behind scenes look that I had to set up here just to make this video. Okay guys, so you've seen this side of my studio, the back side that I'm facing away from. But what if we turn around, you know the hives are over there, but here is what it looks like where I sit and do most of my recording. I just wanted to show you that. The wind's kind of died down, but this big umbrella here is a wind block. And then I have a big dry eraser board, and that's where I write some of the key points that I want to mention. Sometimes I script out some openings to some videos and I'll paste them there to read them as I'm making my video presentations. Got my big lights on the sides and one right there to help brighten my face up a little bit. This is a Canon Mark II, I think a M50, but I love this. I have 2 of these cameras. This lens is the go-to if you're thinking about doing YouTube videos. This is a Sigma 16mm lens. It is awesome. And that's the one I use for all the videos that I make. I love it. Now, I sometimes have this microphone, a Rode microphone here. I have it on here as a backup. Usually I have 2 recordings of my sound going at one time because I've had problems where my microphones have had issues, or maybe I had some wind noise and the other one didn't. Now, the microphone that I wear are the Comica microphones. I love these. I wear this one, and I have a receiver. This is the transmitter, lavalier mic that you see on my shirts, and then I have the transmitter just plugged in. They're wireless, and I love that. This system will pick up 2 of them, so if I have a guest or my wife joins me, I can have 2 of these lavalier microphones. One of these went bad. I told the company about it. They immediately sent me a replacement over a year later, and I really appreciate that. So outstanding customer service. Inside, I think I've showed you guys what's in there. Inside is just my indoor studio. But it's taught me more about lighting and sound and camera settings and editing and how to make editing faster and make editing such a way that when you watch videos, you get more enjoyment out of watching my videos because of my editing techniques. I've learned making the sound better. All of you can watch some of my older videos where I had crappy sound, crappy lighting, crappy cameras. I didn't know how to edit. I mean, they weren't bad, don't get me wrong, but it's fun to grow and learn when you're doing something creative to make it a little bit better and grow in what you're doing and do a better job. So beekeeping has helped me, my mind and my heart, because it's given me an outlet to be creative. It's given me an outlet to help you guys, to help beekeepers. I mean, if I was going to help beekeepers without being able to have a YouTube channel, I'd have to drive everywhere. I mean, I'd have to go and visit literally thousands and thousands of beekeepers a day to have the same impact that I'm having by making a single video. So think how cool it is for me to wake up in the morning and get excited and ask myself, what are beekeepers dealing with today? What are their problems? What solutions can I help them with? What is it that they were really struggling with? I don't want them to quit. I want them to enjoy being a beekeeper. And so it gives me incentive to say, what can I do to be creative today and produce a video that will help solve problems that beekeepers are having? So by becoming a YouTube content creator in beekeeping, it's really helped me pursue my dreams of how I can fulfill my desires to be creative and to help people. And that's everything to me. I've really changed for the better. I mean, I'm not being selfish with my videos. I'm not hoarding them. I'm not trying to say, I don't want anybody to know all these cool things that I'm doing. Instead, I'm like, how can I tell people what really works for me? And it's given me an outlet to really express that in a creative way. I get excited every morning when I wake up because I've planned out videos I'll be making, and I'm thinking about ways to film it. I'm thinking about what to say, how to storyboard it, how to capture various scenes, how to edit them. And a lot of times I got to spend a lot of time researching, science, the proper method of treatment. I have to research a lot of things before I can get out here and just say something on camera. But all of that is so exciting for me to do. Finally, I bring it to the point where after editing it, I publish it. And I just look so forward to publishing every video to literally thousands upon thousands of people are going to be watching it on every single video I make. At least, somewhere between 4,000 and 30,000 people will watch every single video I make within a few weeks. And that's exciting for me to have that kind of impact here on YouTube for beekeepers. And let me just say, I know a lot of people enjoy conferences, and I know they enjoy workshops. I mean, I have online courses that thousands of you have taken. I appreciate that so much. It's so exciting to see that. I'll tell you what though, the other day somebody asked me, could I look a telephone number up in the phone book? They literally said, I don't know his telephone number. Do you have a phone book you could look it up in? A phone book? No, I've never seen a phone book in a long time. Now, when I was growing up, yeah, we had to live in the phone book, right? I'm so old that my phone book originally in Memphis didn't even have area code. I mean, yeah. Oh gosh. So things are changing in beekeeping. When I first started, you had to order out of a catalog. You might get a beekeeping catalog. In the back, they'd have things that you could fill out, total it up, add in, calculate your shipping, take it out, rip it out, put the money in there, lick the envelope, and send the envelope off. And then after they get your order in the mail, they will fulfill it and ship it to you. Can you believe that? I know some of you are like, no way. But a lot of you remember that. It's kind of like the Sears Roebuck catalog deal. That's the way beekeeping used to be. Now, beekeeping is online. I mean, you want to order something, you go to Amazon or you go to a big beekeeping company, you place an order online. Conferences need to change their approach, because if we continue to approach conferences the same way that we did in former years, it's kind of like trying to use a phone book again. It doesn't need to be done that way. Conferences today really are trying to do the same things that they've always done, but not having very good success at it. People are different. The climate, the culture today is different. People view things differently today. One of the best ways I've seen a conference really focus on modern beekeeping is Hive Life. Cayman Reynolds putting that on a few years ago, and man, that is really touching deeply into what conferences today can really be to affect beekeeping in a huge way. His conference is topping out every conference that I think ever has been or is currently out there today. He's drawing vendors like crazy. I've talked to vendors who told me they don't like to go to other conferences because they just can't sell anything anymore. But they like to go to Hive Life because they sell, I think, one vendor told me he made like thousands upon thousands of dollars in sales at Hive Life. And with gas prices the way it is, a lot of vendors don't want to travel to a smaller conference where they're not going to get their gas money back. Cayman is a YouTuber, a beekeeping YouTube content creator like myself and many others. Cayman Reynolds decided to build a huge conference around YouTube content creators on beekeeping. Amazing! He tapped into the modern beekeeper. He tapped into the culture today, what people are looking for, how people operate. And he brought in vendors and beekeepers, and doggone it, that thing is crazy. I think he's got 1,000 people or more signed up already. It's going to be on January 6th and 7th. So again, I'm going to leave a link in the description below. I hope you guys would be there. It'd be a chance for me to meet you. Sherry and I would be there. We're looking forward to it. So my point is, it's thrilling for me to be a part of a YouTube content beekeeping creators that are going to be gathering together at conferences. It's fun for me to create content for you guys, and I just think it's a hoot. So thank you for subscribing. By the way, I'm already hoping, fingers crossed, that we can reach 100,000 subscribers before Thanksgiving. That's my goal. Well, ultimately my goal is by the end of the year, but we're closing in on it so well that it would be a great Thanksgiving celebration for me to reach 100,000 subscribers. And I've already alerted my family that I might reach 100,000 subscribers by the middle of November, in about a month. And so I said, we're going to have a big celebration here at our beekeeping training center. Going to have a good time doing that, and that's going to be a lot of fun. All right, let's pick a winner. Okay, the winner of our comb honey cutter, look at that. Isn't it beautiful? It cuts a 2x4-inch piece of comb by Pierce Beekeeping Equipment. They've been around since 1947, crafted with precision, built to last. Wow. I really appreciate Pierce Beekeeping Equipment for really helping us out so much with things to give away to you guys. But today's winner is Jonathan Patton. Jonathan says, beekeeping has helped create a fun family activity. My wife and I have 7 beautiful children, and it's helping us draw closer together as we talk about things we have learned and what we noticed after doing hive inspections. And we all love watching when you produce and release new videos, David. It's also helped a few children have less seasonal allergies, enjoying the delicious raw local honey too. Hey, that's great. Great to hear, Jonathan, and congratulations. If you'll just email my staff at the address right here, this email address, they will get this great product shipped out to you. And some of your children that have allergies and honey is helping, they can begin chomping down on some great, delicious comb honey. Maybe I'll show you more mistakes that I make over the years. I've got plenty of footage with mistakes that I've recorded that I haven't published. So maybe if that's helpful for you to see some uh-oh moments, I'll do more of those in the future. Hey, I want to tell you about this backyard beekeeping book that Sherry and I wrote. She wrote half of it. I wrote the other half. Buy it from our website at honeybeesonline.com and we'll autograph it for you. So check this book out. Great for those of you that are beginning in the spring or you're thinking about beekeeping but you're not sure. This book is really going to be helpful for you tremendously. And I've got a whole bunch of October tips for you. Here they are right here. I'm going to show you how to do some frame manipulations if you're getting your bees ready for winter and you need to shift some frames over. You've wondered, should I move frames around? Check this video out. I'll meet you over there.